It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Ready!
And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down.
And right away, he lost the football.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Hurts fumbles it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here playing the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ready!
Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of...
Oh, it's fumbles it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They got the big play, then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous, but his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Get it!
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Block it in motion right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Smith catches left side.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he's got room. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kenneth Gainwell. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he's out of bounds on the return on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Catch is made by Metcalf. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Ready?
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2nd and 9 now. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
He's got a man. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
So 20-0 now, pending the extra point, and this place is jumping.
Yeah, you can feel it, can't you? You can also see it. You're seeing people in the stands now, excited, happy, high-fiving each other, and expecting this score to continue to mount.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Melton on the jet sweep. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back to throw now on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Warriors 70. Panther 11. Panther 11.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Hurts. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Walker now on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He's able to find Melton.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action with Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Rolling to his right. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
19 right.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Pulls it in at the 13. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Let's go now.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Throwing is Hurts. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith
from 8 yards out.
And the Eagles look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Talk about two sides of the ball cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Again, that's Watkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Warriors 70.
Hurts. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic.
And now look at this. Big gain, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Hurry, hurry!
But first down, Hurts. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw here. And this is caught. It's Brown. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
See if they go back to base.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Philadelphia, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Seattle,
they fall under 500 now as they drop to 7. Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Toronto Mounties
and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 23-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive...
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Tanner Muse. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
3rd and long. It's Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield, and allow the play to be successful.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
2nd quarter now. Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. The middle with Eckler. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick move completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll go with the keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it and move forward and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Now it's Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Herbert on 1st down now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He'll look to throw. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and sneak it here.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
It's a quarterback sneak. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Mounties have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders nothing.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Herbert off of play action. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A gain of 11. Makes it third.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down.
No gain on the play.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Well, it took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Eckler, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 15-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On the give, this is Eckler. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Mounties have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Raiders 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on second down. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. In motion goes the tight end. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Herbert back to the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 22-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They started on the ground with Eckler. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line, you know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Herbert to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good.
Herbert. He hits Adams, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing, Herbert.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
Intercepted.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So for our visitors, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.